Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. We got an amazing panel. We have been live, and we are here to discuss JLo. There is a new theory going out there. Is she responsible in any way for the sad passing of a TikTok star who was reporting a lost monetization due to her TikTok, Kyle Marisa Roth, who we still are trying to figure out how she died. It's a total tragedy, total mystery. But this TikTok went viral today from Southern Straight Shooter, and we have her here on the show. Welcome to the show, Goldilocks. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, I appreciate being. If you missed my first morning's video, we talked about this. I wanted to set it up, but I wanted to have a broader conversation. We were able to bring in Goldilocks here. And as to sum up the video, which we played earlier, you're calling out JLo. You made this TikTok pretty much for JLo. You said anybody else can tune out, but JLo. You called her out really well. It went super viral. It says you've been not hit up by so many people, and the video's tracking hugely. But you made some very good points in this. You just to back up. You didn't personally know Kyle, but you were an avid fan and knew of a lot of the stuff that was going on, and that she was going through some sort of medical issue. Correct?
Yes, correct.
So, and now that we have you here in person rather than play the TikTok, I'd rather hear it from you directly. How do you feel like JLo is responsible by any point in the passing of Kyle?
First of all, I don't think in any way, I want to make that clear, that she's responsible for her passing. I do not think that at all. However, I do think that her team, people that represent her name, made her last days very difficult, and I had a lot of stress. But I want to say flat out, I do not think she had anything to do with her death. I don't want anybody to think that.
Yeah, I'm going to echo it. You know, there's like, oh, she killed her. No, she didn't kill her.
No,
but there's
no.
There is now. Could she have made this easier on her? Yes. The big question is, did she actually demonetize these TikTokers? We don't have proof of that either, to be fair. It could have been Amazon, could have been the production company, there could have been other people involved in those choices, which sometimes happen. But either way, they did it on behalf of JLo and JLo's movie, which didn't help. And her channel got demonetized. She had a large following, like 700,000 followers, like 1 billion views. She had to shut it down, restart. And that's just a big deal. TikTok's really sort of annoying when the big JLo or Amazon come at you. They don't really got the creator's defense. YouTube's actually a little bit better, thank God. But this is fair use. And so from your knowledge, they shut, and we can see here on her TikTok, but they basically shut her down and took away all her income, and then she couldn't afford treatment.
Yeah, well, yeah, they like you said, she had been working on that TikTok for 4 years. She had put into that 50 million likes, and just to have that, just in an instant, it's gone. And in this economy, everybody's looking for extra ways to make money. We need it. We can't afford groceries, let alone medical expenses. And I personally have to do chemo, and I know how expensive it is when you have a very serious illness. And the fact that was just instantly, in a moment, taken away, it was devastating. And I know that Kyle said a lot of things in anger in the moment. She made statements that, are not, like I said, we say a lot when we're emotional. And I can't imagine how devastated she was. She was angry, so I felt that. I related to that. And it broke my heart for her.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of your thoughts on her, like, and her stylings or her reporting, I know that she was controversial to some, and it is what it is. She has a right to have her opinion and do her commentary as she did.
Yes.
And what it was fair use commentary. At the end of the day, that's what we're doing here. And Amazon's putting these clips on to promote the movie. She has every right to then react to those clips and offer her own original commentary. Whether you like it or not, that's become the tax of being famous. I deal with it. I got my own critics and haters who take our stuff. It's just part of what this has become. Now, I agree that sometimes you can take it too far. You can be defamatory or slanderous or lying at a point where it's not good. Of course, we don't want any of that. But I never saw really accusing that. It was clearly she was putting out speculations and, blind item reports that are always very clear. These are allegations, not facts. And so for the fact that JLo's either herself, her team, her production company, her Amazon, somebody involved in that sphere was shutting down these creators. I mean, that's not right. What do you think of that?
I think that it alludes to a bigger problem we're facing, that the elite up top can just walk all over the little guy. And I think that a lot of people relate to that, and that's why they've taken to this so strongly. You've got somebody trying to make ends meet, and like you said, people either loved Kyle or they didn't, her content. But listen, there's people on TikTok that are making money by throwing jars downstairs. Okay, she was at least informing us of stuff, and trying to do what she could. And like you said, everybody has the right to their opinion. And from my understanding, fair use, as long as you're teaching or critiquing, you can use it. And she was absolutely critiquing. I think that we've got a bigger issue here that we need to address. And I think that there should have been, I don't know, but it's just a bad situation. You've just got David and Goliath, and a lot of people are just sick of Goliath.
Yeah, I want to bring in Lewis and Rabbit here because I know you both have been reporting on this too. But we still don't know how she died. We know that she was having complications. I guess it was colon cancer or something. Then she had treatment for, which is just so sad and brutal. But we're still waiting for autopsy and reports on it. But now there's theories out there because of the people she was covering and Diddy and others. Oh yeah. Some people are trying to make connections. I mean, are any of you buying that? Do you think that's what this was? Is that theory checking out to any of you? Rabbit, Lewis, anybody want to comment?
No, I would definitely be careful about accusing JLo of having something to do with this situation.
Or any celebrity for that matter that she was covering,
or any celebrity at this point. I just think it's far to just kind of throw that out there. I found out that, first of all, I didn't even know she had cancer. I was just giving commentary. And then reading the article and realizing that was her last quote. And if you actually watch her video of the review of the actual Forbes article, she says in there, if I can't, she took away from my treatment. That's what she did. But I didn't even know, the article doesn't state that she had cancer. It just says that JLo has taken away from medical necessities, her income. Yeah. So and I believe
here it is. JLo's narcissism single-handedly crushed the main portion of my small business. I didn't even have the opportunity to download or save 4 years worth of content that had been viewed over 1 billion times and accumulated 50 million likes. JLo cost me more than 4 figures of income just for March in 2024, which affects her ability to access necessary medical care.
Yes. Yeah. So when she did a video reaction, because the article was it March 31st that it was posted, she did a reaction of the article on the 1st of April. And I believe she passed away on the 15th of April. So of course there's and she said in her reaction video, if I don't get my necessary medical stuff, it's her fault, right? So I can definitely understand why the internet would feel some type of way about this. And whether it was JLo's team, Amazon.
Do you guys remember?
Oh, and I sent you the link, Andy, by the way. I sent you the link of the actual TikTok. It's the one that she's reacting to it. I just sent it to you on Twitter.
It's not that one? Okay.
No, it's not that one. So I sent it to you for your reference.
I got it up here.
You got it?
That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about when I said I know she said things that probably were out of line. It was that she said if I die of colon cancer, it's on her. But listen, I couldn't imagine how I would feel and the things I would say, so.
This is the JLo Deep Dive Vault track album, This Is Me Now, and the accompanying musical film, The Greatest Love Skin. If you of the Bronx that doesn't invade gummies, he wrote this article in response to their accumulated of income to Cancer Awareness Month, where I was going to use my 700,000 follower platform to talk about my experience. But JLo had a fucking narcissistic meltdown. So that, she robbed me of everything. And if I die of colon cancer, it's on her. TikTok creator Quint, my friend Quint Roper-Servant, said that he received a copyright check in response to a critical...
So there, yeah, that was the accusation. Sorry, I thought I had it on screen.
Yeah.
This is the reaction to it. So
Yeah.
that's what's left everyone wondering what actually happened. And again, I want to say it again. No one here is accusing JLo of doing that.
No.
That's not what we're doing. JLo is litigious. Don't come sue at us. That's not at all what we're trying to do. But the internet is saying it, and we're here debunking it to an extent. However, JLo, it's still a very bad look. Now, if you had nothing to do with it and Amazon or somebody else did, I would highly suggest you start saying that, because it's given everything we're reading about you, you're so entitled and above everybody. And you do seem to have a very controlled nature about everything you do, that it's not hard to believe that you may have had some involvement in pulling these content creators because they were mocking you. And I'm sure you didn't know about her treatments or how that could all affect, but now you do, and you should be more careful in the future of trying to come after creators, and especially your studios and everybody else. This wasn't just some movie that everybody worked on. This was your movie, literally the JLo movie about your life and love affair and everything else. So look, I don't believe she was responsible, but I think this is something that she needs to address and apologize and be better about, because, you know, small little, a step you can make against somebody else, stomping someone smaller, can actually have much bigger ramifications that you don't really think about. And I think that's what absolutely happened here. Now, pivoting to the second story of this video, it looks like Shakira may have thrown some potential shade JLo's way, which is kind of amazing.
Oh, no.
I'm team Shakira all the way. Now, again, she didn't really say anything, but TikToker here noticed, and I think he's onto something, just on the ticket prices of Shakira's concerts, she'd clearly made a choice to not look like a JLo and to actually speak for her community and her fans and not charge an arm and a leg. I'm going to let you tell him Sebastian here.
Battle of the ticket prices. So if you guys didn't know, fellow Colombiana Shakira announced her world tour, Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran tour. And I have to say, Shakira, good for you, girl. She said, hang on, let me learn from Ms. Jennifer Lopez and her mistakes. And I'm talking about ticket prices, because Shakira understands the situation that the world is in, okay? Look at some of her ticket prices. So listen, best friend, ticket starts as low as $95, okay? And the highest price, it goes up to $368. Now, best friend, I think that is incredibly doable if you love Shakira. If you want to see her hips not lying close up, $368 is a lot more doable than Jennifer Lopez tickets. These are currently JLo's tickets: $299, $495, $486, $551, $553, $600, $716, $2,613. Listen, best friend, Shakira gets it, girl. She understands the situation, bitch. Everything is so expensive. No one has thousands of dollars to see their favorite singer. You know what I mean, bitch? And on top of everything, everything is so fucking expensive. And they closed down the 99-cent store. What the hell do you want us to do? You know what I mean? So listen, girl, I love that Shakira gets her people. You know what I mean? And I'm so sorry, but Shakira worldwide is a bigger star than Miss Jennifer Lopez. So Shakira's prices could be a little more up if she wanted to, but she gets it, girl. Tú entiendes, corazón, tú entiendes la gente y la billetera, la gente y la plata.
Oh my God.
Yes, girl. What do we think about it? Listen, JLo, of course, did, listen to the masses, and she did rebrand her tour and lower her ticket prices. And I feel like that,
she had to.
Great, but you should have done that from the beginning, girl.
Yes.
I feel like artists nowadays need to understand that it is hella expensive to go to a concert, but you got to take an Uber, right?
Yep.
Because parking is also expensive. You want to buy merch, right? You
shirts are so expensive at concerts these days.
Buy a drink because you get thirsty, right? And on top of you got to buy
$8 bottle of water.
Ticket. You know what I mean? So damn. But anyways, girl, what do we think? Let me know.
Yeah, so Shakira, look, it's not like complete. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that shade, Lewis? She's coming out the gate knowing I'm selling the tickets much cheaper than JLo. I mean, that's got to mean something, no?
Dude, the timing is worse. the timing is more sus for me. Do you think that's something, or was this planned before? Like, I mean, it is kind of.
All I know is JLo, when they did the Super Bowl together, JLo later in one of her documentaries complained it should have been just her.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
she did.
I'm sorry,
She
JLo.
did.
Shakira could have headlined you. No. You needed Shakira there. Shakira did not need you. And Shakira didn't complain once. And I thought it was actually a much more cooler show to see them together combined, like having that time. It was cool to see them. But JLo, of course, couldn't just be like excited and be an equal. No, she had to constantly complain to CBS and Super Bowl. How dare you invite us both? I get why people don't like her. I'm getting it more and more. It's her own
fault.
fault.
On the same stage together because Shakira is way better. It's like putting me singing duet with Madonna.
Well, that was an amazing show. Thanks to all of you guys who joined us. If you want to watch the full 2-hour stream with Lewis and everybody, become a member on our Patreon. You always get the full streams. We alert you there. We give you lots of exclusives and so much more. And you're supporting us directly. So thanks to everybody. Thanks to my guests. Oh my gosh, so good to have all of them here. Please support them all. Make sure you subscribe here as well if you haven't already. We're going to redirect you over to Nerd Report next. He's live. Check him out. Check out our videos. Check out all our guest videos. Thanks to everybody who's watching. You guys are the best. And stay tuned for so much more. We will not be silenced.